Right, let's get some reaction to this and some of the developments around the security issues in Mpumalanga. Moeti Mmusi, who's a senior communications manager at the Mpumalanga Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison, joins us now for more. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Teachers and workers are saying enough is enough. They are tired of being soft targets insofar as criminals are concerned. They're terrorizing them at schools, but not only schools, in hospitals too. Talk to us about why and how this is all happening under your watch.
Thank you very much, and a very good evening to your viewers at home. The security cluster is working very hard to make sure that all the criminal elements that seems to come to the fore every time there are protests is being nipped in the bud. So they are keeping a very close eye on all of these developments. Various meetings have been held with various stakeholders who might be having issues so that we can find amicable solution to whatever issues that they may have. We want to condemn in the strongest possible terms incidences where people protest in a manner that is violent and infringe upon the rights of others.
When you talk about protesting in a manner which is violent, I assume you're talking about what happened at the hospital, where it was reported that some doctors and nurses were allegedly assaulted by community members known as the Local Business Forum during a protest action that turned sour. What have you done to address this community group and really get an understanding of how this even happened?
We are aware that there are some incidences that happened with regard to some of the protests that you have seen, especially today. All that you can say is that the security cluster are keeping a very close eye on the situation. They are monitoring it. But safe to say, like I've indicated, we continue to condemn these incidences in the strongest possible terms. We want everybody, regardless of how angry they are or how genuine their issues are, we want them to express their anger or their dissatisfaction at whatever issues is at hand, to do so within the ambit of the law. We do not want the situation where things turn violent and you have incidences where roads are blockaded and other people's rights are infringed upon. This is very dangerous because it also endangers other people's lives who might not even be able to receive help in case of emergency situations. It also affects the livelihoods of many. The economy suffers as a result of this. So we want all stakeholders, even in education, to work with the police, the security agencies, with a view of finding lasting solutions to issues of crime in the province, while we are still talking about crime and the closure of the schools in the White Hazy area. So we want everybody to cooperate with us. Government is working around the clock. We are a caring government that is always willing to listen to its citizens.
Mr. Mmusi, you haven't answered my question. I understand as a government willing to listen to its community. What have you done to address the community's grievances as a department?
Not only as a department, there are various members of the security cluster. These include the police and other security agencies. We are working with various stakeholders. Meetings are held on an ongoing basis. We are discussing with a view of finding permanent solutions. Hence, we are also appealing to communities, if they are aware of any criminal elements within some of these protests that are carried out, we want them to report that to the police so that investigations are carried out and where necessary arrests are made.
What could some of these permanent solutions look like as you discuss it behind closed doors, trying to find a way forward?
Lasting solutions is that we do not want to see a situation where, for instance, hospitals are disturbed. We don't want to see a situation where people are unable to go to work due to road closures. We don't want a situation where schools are closed because teachers, educators, and the learners fear to be attacked by criminals. So we want to work with all of the stakeholders involved. We are doing that. Today there was a meeting held in Hazyview, and we are continuing with our discussions with all the stakeholders involved to find lasting solutions to some of the challenges that we have.
So the Tber Regional Hospital was shut for almost 3 weeks as a result of community unrest taking place in the Gabokweni area recently. We understand that services are back on track. How much insight do you have on this latest development?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, earlier from some time last week, meetings were held. Even MEC Sasakani Manzini, along with the Premier and other stakeholders, they visited Tber Hospital. Discussions have been going on so that we can address some of the challenges that we experienced at that hospital. We will always work hard to ensure that the hospitals remain safe places where patients can recuperate from whatever ailments that they are suffering from. So it was very unfortunate that things turned out the way they did, but this is something that is being addressed, and operations are back on track at that hospital.
In working hard to make sure that hospitals are safe, are you saying that security has been beefed up?
Security agencies, the whole cluster is actually keeping a close eye on Tber Hospital following what happened there. Over and above that, the hospitals, they are part of our security sites. The Department of Community Service Security and Liaison does have arrangements that hospitals are guarded 24 hours by security guards. And wherever there are challenges, they are immediately addressed. Hence, even on quarterly basis, we do hold meetings with the directors of these security companies who are contracted to all our sites, including hospitals and community health centers.
So are you saying that contingency measures have been put in place, more so in the wake of what happened
Absolutely.
and the closure?
Yes, absolutely. We do have contingency plans. And besides that, we are in constant discussions with those that we have contracted to look after these places.
Very well. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. And thank you for your time, Moeti Mmusi, who's a senior communications manager at Mpumalanga Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison. Of course, giving us some more details around what has been done, if much at all, in the wake of all the disruptions across the Mpumalanga schools and hospitals. Of course, you'll have to make of it what you think.